Welcome to Hey That's Me, a commentary podcast. I'm Patrick Hotner.
I am Brian Lynch. Patrick, what the is this podcast about?
That's honestly a great question, and I ask myself that every single day. Brian, you're a screenwriter. I'm a producer and casting director, and we do a podcast where we watch movies and TV shows and do audio commentaries on them with people who worked on them who never got to do audio commentaries.
We're providing a service.
We are. Clear your throat, Brian. Today, we're watching Season 2, Episode 8 of Parks and Recreation, Ron and Tammy, with writer Mike Scully.
It's such a good episode. I love Parks and Rec, and this is maybe one of the best episodes.
Yeah, this is a really good one. So many funny things come from this episode, and it's an early one, Season 2. It's before the big switch in Parks and Rec, and it's one of the highlights of the show pre Ben and Chris. Megan Mullally's first appearance on the show. She's insane in it.
You see Ron in a new way, for sure.
Yeah. He's very funny. When he shows up in that red shirt, he's very funny.
Oh, my God. It's great.
Anyways, it's on Peacock right now. It's also on a bunch of physical media. You can go pick it up any way that you want. If you go watch it on Peacock, depending on your tier, there may be ads, but hopefully not.
Right. We did commentary for the ads as well, though.
We
right?
did not.
Oh.
We did not. So go check it out. You can sync it up, or you could just listen to this like a podcast. Mike's great, a long-time Simpsons writer and showrunner, worked on Duncanville, created Duncanville with his wife. So many things. Everybody loves Raymond, the Napoleon Dynamite animated show.
I like that show.
Yeah, it's fun.
I like the animation style, too.
Yep. Also from The Town Over from me.
The Napoleon Dynamite animated show was A Town Over from you?
No, Mike Scully was born less than 15 minutes
well,
from
we
my
haven't
house.
recorded them yet. Are you just going to talk about that nonstop? That's sure 21 minutes of you guys talking about your town. Oh, boy.
Go check it out. Pull it up. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we are. We're watching Parks and Rec. Ron and Tammy. Mike Scully's here. Mike, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
That was the Pasadena City Hall, I think, was the exterior.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where did they shoot this? What studio was this at?
This is at CBS Radford.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then that's comedian Jack Carter.
Wow.
Playing old Gus, the shoe shine guy.
He does not like being called Old Gus.
Yeah.
How did you get brought into this show? Were you on in season 1?
Yes, but I wasn't there right when they started. I got a call from Greg Daniels, who I'd worked with on Simpsons, and they were, they shot the show. There was no pilot done because Amy was pregnant at the time they would have been shooting, so they went right into a 6-episode order. Wow. So they were still kind of figuring things out on the fly, doing it. So Greg had brought me in to help out on the first 6. So it was a lot of fun. It was. I really enjoyed. I mean, this is one. I think any writer would tell you the same thing. This is one of the most pleasant job experiences is working on Parks.
Yeah,
that's great.
Like some shows, like you either especially on set, you get nervous about being sent down to set. Like, oh shit, what hell awaits?
Sure.
But this is not that. It was just a delightful in the writers' room and on set.
I mean, it feels like they're all still friends and everyone still talks and hangs out with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is usually a good sign for like, if they like each other, usually.
Yeah, no, they absolutely do. They're all in touch with each other. I've kept in touch with most of them. It really was like a great, hey, that's me. I did that. Yeah, I mean, Amy just sets a great tone on set.
Yeah.
And, nobody was working longer hours than her, and she, it was, had a small child at the time. So everybody just well behaved and a lot of fun, and enjoyed every minute of it.
Now, is this a story that you pitched this story, or you all broke it in the room and then you went off and did it? How did their writers' room work?
I think this is Ron and Tammy, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I think I pitched some things about going into Ron's marriage and divorce, and I think I don't think we had the full story at all. I don't think I had. I think once we got, hey, that's me again.
Good at this.
Once we just kind of had the area, then I think we fleshed out a whole story together as a group. Particularly in this is season 2.
This is early 2.
Yeah. Yeah, we were still. The show was kind of in a little bit of a transitional period from season 1, and we felt like we were getting a better handle on the characters and the dynamics of the show. We were still figuring out what some people's jobs actually were.
Sure.
I think we did the whole series never being 100% sure what Aziz's job was, and Pratt, because he wound up being so funny, we were kind of the reason in that opening scene he's now the shoe shine guy. That was done to get him more into the action of the show.
You want to keep him around,
right? Because originally he was in season 1. He was kind of just a device to get Amy and Rashida's characters to meet each other and become friends.
Sure.
It wasn't planned for him to stick around on the show. But then, just in working with him, you always discover things about the actors as you're working with them that you didn't expect. And he was so funny. We're like, all right, we wanted to keep him on, and how do we get him closer to the action?
Yeah. Do you think he was the biggest surprise of the cast for you guys? On this isn't what we expected him to be, or
this? It's funny going back and watching it about a week ago. This cast was just across the board. It was just
we were saying that this morning. We were like,
so
there's no weak link.
Good. No, it's like Pratt was a surprise. Nick Offerman was a surprise.
Yeah.
Aubrey's a surprise.
Yeah.
And that's what you're looking for when you're doing a show is how do you having characters where you can go to anybody for a laugh in the scene, and that's what we fell into on this show.
And also so many of the supporting characters hit so hard. Characters not Jerry or Donna or anybody, but the animal control guys. The guys who just keep showing up. You're like, they are so funny. Every single person has their thing. There was I think it's on IMDb. You can look at people's breakdowns by how much they're in the show.
Oh, wow.
And you're like, oh, this person was only in the show for 3 minutes if you add it up. But you're like, they're so funny for those 3 minutes that you think they're around so much more.
Yeah.
Did you see all the books behind her that she has, all anti-male stuff?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't even notice that. We had the crew was incredible. They would come. They did such detail work.
Yeah.
On every aspect of the show, they really came up with amazing stuff. I think it was Mike Schur's idea that the library was the enemy for the Parks Department, because I remember him talking about what would be a funny department for Amy for Leslie to really hate on the show. And we loved the idea of the library being a mortal enemy.
That's
and
great.
And Nick Offerman married to Megan Mullally. So they were so much fun to have together in an episode, but in the scenes too, with Amy and Megan. I've always been a fan of Megan's, but there's some great deleted scenes of Amy and Megan, because we would always do 2 or 3 takes as scripted, and then the last take would just be what they call a fun run.
Yeah.
And boy, I mean, there was one scene of the two of them outside an elevator together in the episode where they just kept riffing for about 7 or 8 minutes.
That's great. Yeah.
And we're not going to get to use it. But it was so funny.
Are you a guy who likes people to stick to the script, or are you cool with improv? Or does it depend on the show, I guess?
A couple rules. Yeah, it depends on the show. But basically, if you're performing it at a table read and the network's there, and particularly on a pilot, but normally when the network's there, don't go off script. Okay. Don't ad lib,
Sure.
Because it may throw off one of the other actors, and particularly on a pilot, you
don't know each other, and
they don't know each other, and it can throw off the actor who has to respond to the line that they were not expecting.
Yeah.
And it was at a table read once where there was a lot of that, and it really you just kind of left at the end. Did the show not work, or was it just all that ad-libbing throwing people off? So I love it on set. When we would go down to the set, whoever wrote the episode was usually the on-set writer, and as long as you knew you had gotten a few takes as scripted, that's when you want to take advantage of this great cast and give them a chance to come up with some stuff, or sometimes you can just feel something not working in a scene.
Sure.
And that's when it's fun to go in and try to fix it. But you want to bring it back to the showrunner, knowing so they're going into editing knowing they have the as scripted version if you want to stick to that.
Yeah.
And then give them some great choices on top of it.
Was Megan, I assume, was always the idea to bring Megan in as the wife? Or was that something where it was like, oh, you guys are married. This is very convenient.
Yeah. I think it was, we had the idea for the story first, and I don't know who brought her name up, or if casting maybe mentioned, Megan is Nick's wife. Because, you don't want to like put Nick in an awkward spot. Like, hey, could you ask your wife?
Right. Sure.
But they were so much fun together. We got, just all this like bonus, fun of the two of them just playing as two people who just despise each other.
Yeah.
Like this scene here, I remember the day we were on location in Glendale, I believe, at this little diner. And a lot of this, was that actually made it into the show was them ad-libbing.
Yeah.
We had, like kind of the basic hatred of the scene and him telling her she's aged horribly and stuff like that. But boy, they just went for it. They're so game.
This is that diner. I don't know if you guys have seen Review, the Andy Daly show.
Sure.
But the pancakes episode where he has to go eat it's this diner.
Wow.
We were watching it yesterday and we were like, oh my God, it's the Review diner.
Yeah, so like they just so went for it in these scenes. They were really having a ball.
Well, they've got the comfortability of like,
right. There's also a shorthand.
Yeah.
And I think Megan had her bra out the window. I was like, a lot of this is not scripted.
Yeah. That's so funny. Was the writers' room on the same lot as the set?
Yeah, we were upstairs.
Okay.
So you could come down and. It was always fun to watch them work.
Yeah.
What are the positives of working on an ensemble this big, and what are the negatives? Like, is it harder?
No, it's. I love Nick's dance, but the positive is like I said, they were all so good. We were still discovering like strengths that we didn't even know they had. So. Or if you're changing something on the floor, like while you're shooting, and someone else is in the scene, you have other choices to go to if something's not working. And the cast was like they would pitch lines for each other.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
that's not
which
the
is
case.
no.
Yeah, it's nice when you're like, I want you to get this laugh because this laugh makes more sense for you. Yeah.
I was on a show once where the star of the show was kind of trying to give a note like, is it weird I'm not in this scene?
Oh, boy.
Well, it wasn't, but I got a feeling it's going to get
weird. Who has been the easiest for you to write for out of your entire career? Is there an actor or a character that you were like, I click in with that immediately?
God.
I know that's a big question.
Yeah, it's... I have a soft spot for dumb characters. I think that's I consider myself very good at writing Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
And then so when I got to Parks, it was like Pratt, writing for Andy Dwyer. Like, oh yeah, I can do that. Or on Raymond, writing for Ray.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Listen to the 3 shows he just said.
I know. Yeah. That's insane.
Wow, what a resume.
So if you got a dumb character in your show, I'm your guy. Yeah, but I think it's I used to do stand-up when I first moved out here. Mm-hmm. And one of the things I was not good at was I didn't have a voice on stage. I didn't have an on-stage character. Mm-hmm. And I didn't understand it. And one of the comics, was talking to me about it. And I didn't get it at first, but then you start to watch them with that in mind, and you realize, oh yeah, that's true. They can separate a great joke from a great joke for them.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And they can walk away from a great joke knowing it's just not going to sound right coming out of their mouth.
Yeah.
And so what was a weakness for me as a comic was a plus as a writer, because my jokes were just kind of scattershot from like on all sorts of topics and different tones. So when you go to write for a show, you have to forget your voice and you're writing for these characters.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it worked out much better for me as a writer than a performer.
What was the moment when you were like, maybe not stand up, maybe writing?
Oh God, there were so many that were that were pointing in that direction. It just took me a while to get the hint.
I guess it's not always up to you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Was there a moment though where you were like, I'm just going to be a writer, or did it kind of just slowly drift towards that? You were doing both.
No, I had stopped performing by the time.
okay.
Yeah. I was always trying to be a writer, and what I did learn from performing was how to streamline jokes into, like, because what looks like a joke on a piece of paper and it doesn't look long, if you get up in front of a crowd and say it can be like fucking interminable.
Yeah. Right.
And so I learned very quickly how to get rid of the unnecessary words and even the unnecessary syllables in a joke to get to the point faster. There was a night in particular at the Improv. It was open mic night, and I had done a lot of nights where you go on at 1:32 in the morning, and it's hard to tell, like, do I suck at this?
Or is everyone sleeping and drunk?
Yeah,
in the morning.
It's just that there's like 5 drunk people here, and I begged the MC one week, like, could you please just put me on when there's people in the room, and I'm trying to make a life decision here.
Right. Yeah. Oh wow.
So he, said, like, all right, I'll get you on like 10 o'clock. And I said, perfect. So I went, I had my name on the sheet. I knew who the comic was right before me. And it was, all like open mic night people. So when it came to that, so it was a great crowd. It was like around 10 o'clock, and the performer who was supposed to be before me was on. He finished his set.
Did he have a good set?
Yeah, he had a good set.
Great.
He had a good set. Not great.
Okay.
But, because you don't want everybody to want to follow great.
Sure.
Yeah. So the MC goes up and he starts saying, "All right, coming up next, we have a real treat for you." And I was like, "Whoa, shit, he's overselling me a little bit, but all right, And suddenly he goes, "Robin Williams."
Oh no!
And Robin had come into the club. I didn't know it. And when
you're not going up that night,
the place goes insane.
Yeah.
He does 45 minutes, absolute brilliance. When he leaves, the crowd is like, just wild, And then the MC comes up and I thought, all right, well, he'll do like 5 minutes just to kind of like calm the place down a little bit. He just gets up there and goes, and next, Mike Scully. So,
Oh, no.
So I'm on stage, and all you could hear is people were either still talking about Robin.
Oh my God.
Or they were like paying up their bills.
Right.
It's a lot or car keys jingling, wooden chairs on a wooden floor being, squeaking. So that night going home, there was kind of like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Why am I doing it? So that was like a big turning point for me.
Let's just see how Robin Williams would do at 2 a.m. though. Probably not as good.
When you're breaking this story for this episode, are you doing it in the writer's room, or are you going off writing the script and then coming back and other people are taking a look at it, or how would that work for this?
You try to, once you have kind of the basic idea, the outline of the story, you go off and do like a full-blown like outline.
Yeah.
But then you show it to the staff and Mike Schur and you go through it. Everybody gives notes and thoughts of like, adding jokes to scenes, or what scenes you need and what scenes you don't need. And then you go off and write a draft, and you come back a week later with the draft, and then again the whole group gets together. So I mean, every episode is like by the time it's done is such a collaborative effort, and you take, it's crazy if you're in this room with all these really funny people, so it's insane to not squeeze everything out of them that you can. And then when it's one of their episodes, you give as much as you would give on your own script. So and then the cast just adds tremendous.
Do you agree with Donna that Andy is the better choice over Mark?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Mark character was the one character we had, and it wasn't the actor's fault at all. He was a very nice guy, but the character just kind of wasn't working for. I mean, he was supposed to be kind of a womanizer, and I'm not sure that, the actor Paul Schneider was super comfortable playing that. But the trickier part was, I, as a viewer, like as a fan of the show, and I came in like they had shot maybe 2 episodes, maybe 3. I didn't like watching Leslie chase this guy who
Sure.
we know is like a womanizer and stuff. That's where like the actor and the character kind of cross over because it's Leslie Knope, but it's Amy Poehler.
Yeah,
right,
And
yeah.
you don't want to see Amy Poehler
Yeah.
throwing herself at this guy who doesn't, seem to really care for her or
Sure.
anything. So by this point, I guess we were in the stage where there was like Andy was still chasing Rashida's character, but they were over with.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mark was, there was a lot of relationship
Drama.
going on
Yeah.
in the show. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think, because that was the other thing, like watching, this one, I had forgotten how quickly we were out of the Andy, was it Ann and Andy?
Right.
Yeah, that's like
things.
mostly season 1.
Yeah.
And then it kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how natural April and Andy is. Like
Yeah.
it was right there the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
They're so good together.
And I think Mike sure came up with that, but it just felt like these two could really work together.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, and it's a show that you like care about all of the characters, and they
Yeah.
feel like real people, quote unquote. Like you feel their whole lives while watching them.
Yeah.
People like them even if they are heightened. I don't want to say cartoony, but like heightened versions of actual people.
Oh yeah, and part of the fun too, for me was, it was not a mean-spirited show. It was kind of a show that just, after watching it, you just kind of felt good that you're spending time with these people, regardless if an episode was super funny or just kind of funny or whatever. There was just something comforting about being in this world. And I think also for people, it sounds crazier now with everything that's going on in the country, but to have like a public servant like a Leslie Knope, you kind of want to believe there's people in government
That are like that.
who
Sure.
just want to make people's lives better
Yeah.
and will do whatever it takes to get there.
I imagine it would be hard to make a government-based show like this now.
No. I
Like
agree.
this or West Wing or something. You're
Yeah.
like, I don't know if people want to watch,
Right.
government things, but
Yeah. It
It's so
definitely
funny.
would be. Yes.
it's so funny. It is
Oh
also
yes, and the push pin in Ron's forehead. I forgot.
when you're, I mean, maybe I should save this for the next one, but like when you're writing something like that, which feels almost like a Simpsons joke or a cartoon joke,
Yeah.
is that something that you're like, maybe we leave this in the cartoon world? Or do you know what I'm saying? Like, is it hard to figure out what jokes will work in live action versus cartoons? I guess is the general question.
No, you're still kind of thinking of like what will sound the funniest. I get in
Yeah.
cartoons. Sometimes you're thinking a little more visually.
Yeah. Yeah.
because you have that advantage of, defying gravity
Sure.
and reality. And
Yeah.
stuff like that. Oh, by the way, the switch of the pictures there. When I rewatched it, I remembered that picture, the original one with the waitress in it, didn't clear. And we got some sort of notice like you can't use this.
Oh, wow.
So then I think we were just pitching in the room. It might have been me who said, what if it was just the food? And that's, but it was switched for some sort of legal reason.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Thank you, Mike.
That was
Sure.
Parks and Rec.
Blorpo. That was great. It's a great show. I don't know if people should know
Hot
this,
take.
but it's a great show.
Hot take.
Sorry, I know. I'm
Great show full of funny people.
Everybody's funny on it.
Yeah.
There's not a weak link.
No.
Maybe a C's.
It's good. It's a good
Great.
show.
Who's your favorite character on Parks and Rec?
I think Jerry.
Oh wow, mine's
I
Aziz easily.
I love Jerry.
No, I like Chris Pratt. I don't.
Yeah.
He's so sweet.
Yeah.
He's Andy.
Jerry makes me laugh.
Jerry's great.
They all make me laugh, though.
And then he's married to Christy Brinkley, which is
funny.
It's so good.
Yeah.
He's kind of like the Hitchcock and Scully on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, although they're the Jerry because
Yeah.
this was first.
Thank you all for watching. Go check out our Patreon, patreon.com/commentary. We would love it if you toss a few dollars our way. You can sign up and do $1 a month. That's great. You could do $5 a month. You could do $10 a month. You could do like $30 a month if you want. That would be insane.
I got a mini poster signed by Ken Quapis when he came to do Follow That Bird, and I'm going to give it away to one of our followers.
What do we want to say? Do we want to say the first person
to sign up for our Patreon at the $5 tier gets a Follow That Bird mini poster? It's beautiful.
Yeah.
That art on the poster is awesome. Signed by director Ken Quapis, who also, by the way,
nice guy.
But also directed The Office pilot.
Yeah,
like
Larry Sanders pilot.
Yeah, he's a legend. So
a legend.
It's a good gift, and I paid for this poster.
Yeah,
it's not like he just handed him out when he got here. That'd be cool though.
And it sounds like he's going to pay for shipping too.
No, I'll pay for shipping.
I'll pay for shipping.
Fine. No, it's fine. But yeah, so that's our gift to you.
Okay, patreon.com/commentary, and message us saying, "Am I the first?" Oh. And I will respond yes, or I will respond no.
We should also they should make it clear that's about the podcast, because I got a lot of emails saying, "Am I the first?" And I just don't want it to get lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay. Good.
That's fair.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening. We'll talk to you next week.
Get that poster.
Blorpo.
Out.
Thanks for listening to Hey That's Me, a commentary podcast. This has been a That Was Just So Funny production. Your hosts have been Brian Lynch and Patrick Hotner. Music was by Alex Peabody, and our art was by Abigail Noy. You can find out more about the show by going to heythat'smepod.com and checking out our Patreon at patreon.com/commentary. If you've enjoyed the show, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Please tell your friends about this show.